Hello, once again, welcome to my kitchen. This is Sid the Baker. We're going to do steak pies today, or steak and onion, or steak and mushroom, or even you could do steak and kidney. But we're just going to do plain steak, just to make it a little bit easier.
Not going to say, I'm a genius.
Now, what we're going to need for this, we're going to need some steak, obviously. Now, you can use rump steak, or you can use braising steak, any steak really. Braising steak is best for this job, and it's round about, at the moment, £6 a kilo, something like that. We're going to use these steaks because we got these on special offer. So I've got two steaks that I'm just going to put in the slow cooker in a little while. You're going to need some tin foils to make your pies. You're going to need some gravy thickener, a stock cube, a little bit of corn flour for thickening the gravy up later on, and some salt flavouring. And that's it. Right, so what do we do? Let's get cracking. First of all, your slow cooker, put it on the low setting. And we're going to put the steaks in the slow cooker. Now, why do I say the low setting? Because, in my opinion, the longer you leave meat to cook, the tenderer it's going to be. So we're going to put this on the low setting, and I'm going to leave this for around about 8 hours, although you will need to check it after about 6 hours or so. And what we're going to do to check it later on, we're just going to see if it breaks up inside the slow cooker. Now, along with the two steaks, we're going to put about half a cup of water, just to stop the bottom from burning and keep it just that little bit moister. So, there's your half cup of water, your two steaks, or whatever you're putting in. Switch it on, 8 hours. I'll see you then. Okay, so we've been round about 8 hours. I'm going to come to that in a second. I just want to talk about the chopping board first. If you noticed at the start, we had the raw meat on the chopping board. And we put the raw meat into the slow cooker. Before you do anything else, you must clean that chopping board. Hot soapy water will clean it perfectly well, but if you've got an antibacterial spray, all the better. But make sure that chopping board is clean because it's had raw meat on it. Right, now let's get back to the steak. Take the lid off. And what we're going to do, we're just going to try it with the forks. We're going to get the two forks, we'll push it in and just see that meat breaks apart. Right, so we get the two forks, we'll just get the steak and just break it apart like this. See how it's just come apart? Just like that. That's how you want it. Just falling apart. That's ready. Right, so we've got the meat, it's breaking apart, it's all nicely cooked. We're going to tip it over a sieve. Just like that. There we go. Now, that juice is going to be our gravy later on. So I'm going to put that on one side for now. Just put the steak over there. There we go, so that's over there. Now, I'm going to tip this onto this worktop. Because what I want to do now is shred it. I don't want to break it up too much, because obviously you want some nice chunks of steak in your pie. So I'm going to try it with a fork first. I'm just going to break it up like this with a fork. You see how it shreds? Hold it with one, just pull it with the other, and it will shred into nice long strands. Yeah, that's lovely, that, isn't it? And we're going to do that all the way through all the steak. Right, now for the purpose of this video, I'm going to cut there and come back when we've done it. Right, so we've got these steaks all nicely shredded now, and and if you get any straggly bits while you're doing it, just fish them out, because you don't want chewy straggly pieces. There's one there. Right, get the trusty scraper and just put that in the bowl. Okay. And that's your steak. Now, the next stage is the gravy. So we're at the other side of the kitchen now, and we've got the stock that we got out of the steak on the gas, and that's boiling away nicely. So what we're going to do now, we've got the corn flour, 1 tablespoon, remember, and we're going to put the liquid in around about 2 ounces of cold water. I'm just going to stir it up with the fork. Make sure all the lumps are out. Should get a nice milky consistency there. It's the corn flour that thickens your gravy, remember. Right, so we've got that. Now we get the stock cube and we break the stock cube into your stock. There we go, and we'll give that a stir. Lovely. Now, in that, now we're going to put the corn flour. And we're going to keep stirring. And we're going to stir and stir, and it's gone a little bit thick, so we're going to put some boiling water in. It's not an exact science, ladies, yet when you're making gravy. You just have to add bits here and there till you got it just right. And that is now just right. You see how thick that's gone now? That is how you want it. Now, at this stage, we need to taste it. So we get a spoon. It's actually very good. It doesn't need salt at this stage, so we'll leave it at that. And also, it doesn't need any of this gravy mix either, because it's the right thickness and the right taste. So I don't want to spoil it anymore. I'm going to turn it off, and that's ready. Right, back to the other side of the kitchen. And all we're going to do now, we're going to put all that nice gravy into the steak. Stir. And that is going to be your filling. Now, if you were doing steak and kidney, I will put the kidneys in with the steak when you're doing the slow cooking. If you do steak and onions, personally I would fry them off in a frying pan first, and then at this stage throw them in. Steak and mushrooms, same. Do them on the pan first. Just throw them in at this stage, then they don't break down. They're basically going to keep the shape and the flavour. There you go, that's your filling. Right, this is where the magic happens now. We're going to make the pies out of the filling. We've got the pastry. Follow the links, you'll find out how to make short crust pastry. Just follow the links. Remember, don't work that pastry in too much. There it is. Sprinkle a little flour on there. You can use a cutter for this. You don't need to. Just break a small piece off. I'm making small pies out of this. You can make any size foil you want, or even in a big pan, or whatever you want to make it in. But the process is the same. So, I've just made that into a little ball. I haven't worked it too much, as I say. I'm just pinning it out. There you go. That's it there now. Put it on my foil. Use your thumb and your fingers on the other side and just press all the air out of that pie. Yep, and then trim round. Okay, and that's your first one. Now what we do need is a spoon. And I'm just going to do each one as I go along, and then I know exactly how many bases to use. There's the first one, and there you go. Now I'm not filling it too full, just sort of level with the top. If you fill it too full, it's just going to burst out and make a right mess. So there's your first one, and the next one. See the scraps? Leave them there. Put another little bit of pastry with that. So you're not getting loads of scraps in one pie. You don't want that pastry being tough. If you follow the links on the other pies, it shows you exactly how to use short crust pastry to get the best out of it. And it's not just short crust pastry. Any pastry that you use is the same. You don't work it too much. The more you work pastry, the tougher it becomes. So I'm just pressing it out again, and we're around the edge. Like that. Get another spoonful. I'll put it in, there's another one. That's two. Again, use the scraps on that one press it together, pin it out. There we go, there's another one. Now, I'm not going to bore you by doing all these because it takes too long. So I'll just do the 3 for now. But I can tell you now, we will get about 6 out of this. And remember, it's cost you, because there was about half a kilo of stuff here, it's cost you about £3 to make real steak pies. You know what's in them, I know what's in them. No preservatives, just pure fresh meat, nothing else. Right, so we've got 3 pies there. I need my wash brush and a little cup of water. There we go. Now, just go round the edge of the pie with the water. That just makes the pastry that little bit sticky so that the lid will stick to it. And I'm going to do the same again as I did with bottoms for the lids, but not quite as much pastry because it doesn't have to go as deep. So just roll it like that. Just a little bit, and a bit of flour down, and just pin it out. There you go, not too thick. Place it on and press around the edge. And again, trim it off. If you've got a cutter, you can pin a load of pastry out and cut. But then you're going to get a load of scraps. And what are you going to do with them scraps? You're going to make tough pastry, and you don't want tough pastry. There's one pie, and the next bit. That on top. Roll it into a tiny ball, but not too much. You don't have to press too hard, and then you just pin it out there. Just keep turning your pastry round. Doesn't even have to be a complete circle. It can be any shape, as long as it covers the pie. And round we go again. There's another one. One more. Now if you watch the other videos on pie making, and there are links there, follow the links. If you watch the other videos, you'll see that we leave the pastry once we made the pie to rest. Around about 10 minutes. Because if you don't, that pie's going to shrink and you're going, oh, that pie's horrible because it's shrunk. Let your pastry rest before you put it in the oven. Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got any questions, any comments and that, feel free to share them on the YouTube channel. And if I've got the answers to any questions, then obviously I'll put them on and steer you in the right direction. Right, there's 3 pies. Obviously we'll get another 3 in a minute, but I'm going to stop there. I'm going to turn my oven on, leave these for 10 minutes, then we're going to put them in the oven. Okay? Right, so we've been round about 30 minutes. Let's just see what these are like now. Oh, lovely. Nice and golden brown. Just lift the tray out. Tray on there. Just look at that. Nice and golden brown. Now I'm going to turn it out because I'm full of faith that that's fine underneath. There you go, look at that. Perfectly cooked underneath. So, we're now going to flick it over onto the plate, like we do with all the pies. We're going to cut it in half so we can see what the filling's like. Now we wouldn't normally eat these at such a high temperature, but we'll give it a go. I haven't got a fork, just a second. Oh, that looks lovely. That, ladies and gentlemen, is superb. Now don't forget, if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you.